I want to ask about your first impression of Shaq on the court.
Scary.
He did some move, bro. It felt like I was just in a car accident, bro.
I got ice on my knee.
I mean, damn, he was pulling down the backboard when he dunked.
Well, give me your best. Let me see your best.
The acting career didn't begin in Hollywood, and neither did the superstar. Before Shaq started talking to the world, he was popping off at Cole High School in San Antonio.
What's been the secret to Cole's success this year?
Well, secret is me. Man, Shaq came out like, God.
Shaq, in college, and then hearing about him coming into the NBA, it was really like for us the second coming of Wilt Chamberlain. His power was just unmatched. I mean, damn, he was pulling down the backboard when he dunked.
When Shaquille O'Neal stepped into the NBA, it wasn't just another rookie debut. It felt like the league tilted overnight. Players didn't just see him, they felt him. From the first matchup, everyone knew this wasn't regular basketball anymore.
He had a chip on his shoulder from the get-go. And I think he wanted to prove himself. At the time, there was Patrick Ewing, there was Rick Smits, there was Hakeem Olajuwon, there was David Robinson. He wanted to come in and show, arguably, why he was the best.
He wasn't intimidated by anyone. Great respect for the game and for other players. Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, were the standard bearers. But not afraid to drop Michael on his backside.
I remember just teasing Patrick, myself and John, we were teasing him about going up against Shaq.
This was power on a different level. This was pressure you couldn't act brave around. Even the most confident veterans admitted there was real fear mixed with deep respect, because when someone dominates like that, you either bow up or get embarrassed. What made it even crazier was how personal every single possession became.
In 1989, 1990, I had a show in Indianapolis called The Reggie Miller Show.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
And I just so happened to be interviewing Larry Bird. I was talking about Magic, Michael, Isaiah Thomas, all the guys that we were currently going against. I'm just telling you, as a young kid, I've never seen anything like it before.
And I knew that he was very agile and quick on his feet, but I didn't know how he was going to put it together.
Cyclically unchallenged on that rebound. Shaquille knocked it away from him.
He's one of those generational kind of players, so you knew right away that this guy's, the potential is limitless.
First person, like when you got to the league, that bust your ass. Like the first person, like, yeah, that's the highest level.
Ooh, Shaq, bro. Like, we had Shaq when he was in LA, him and Kobe, bro.
In the midst of the three-peat.
What?
Yeah.
What? And I remember he did some move, bro. It felt like I was just in a car accident, bro. I was just along for the ride, bro. I was just along for the ride, bro. It was at the UC, bro, and my parents came.
Let us preface this.
Yeah, bro.
6'11", 300 pounds yourself, though. Like, you feel me? He just say he felt like he was in an accident.
I was in an accident, bro. And that was the biggest human I ever seen. Ever, bro. Ever, bro. And this one, he was moving. He was in his shit, so.
Yeah.
Bro, he hit me with one move, bro, like hit me all in my face and shit. And after that, he was like, man, my bad, you okay? I'm like, dang, that's cool. He was like, yeah, I met your parents before the game. It's in the game. He told me, like, I met your parents before the game, man. I like you. I used to watch your show in high school. I'm gonna chill. And then after that, it was cool. He was like, but if Brad Miller come out here, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Scoring on him felt like stealing something valuable. Getting a stop felt like you survived a storm. Guys said they'd replay those moments in their heads later, telling themselves, if I can score on him, I can score on anybody. That confidence wasn't gifted, it was a solbi, it was earned the hard way. Through bruises, fatigue, and battling for space like your career depended on it. Then came the movement, and that's when it got scary. Watching the film didn't calm you down, it made it worse. A man that size was not supposed to glide like that. He sprinted the floor, spun through double teams, hammered dunks, dropped hooks, and exploded before defenders even processed what was happening.
He wanted to see us compete against one another because we were 1 and 2. It was worth the price of admission when we played.
Oh, what a dunk. Hey, look at him, look back at more.
Yeah, what was your first impression of Shaquille O'Neal?
Well, it's almost like a rhino on there on the court to play against. A couple of years ago, I went to Africa to see a real rhino, but it's not much of a difference.
I want to ask about your first impression of Shaq on the court.
Scary. This is the dude, though. You know what I mean? Even though you got that mentality, this is that one that you really admire and respect as dominant on both ends of the court. And I used to brag to my friends a lot and say, after we played the Lakers, I get to the crib and be like, yo, you seen how I laid Shaq, then you know what I mean? Like, you seen Shaq try to get that and I put that thing hop off the glass on him, you know what I mean? And that gave me added confidence to myself, to whereas I felt like if I could score over Shaq, I can score over anybody, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to be Lil Shaq on the basketball.
05 Shaq. I didn't catch. I caught 01 Shaq, bro. I caught 05 Shaq, and you look at video and you're like, damn, he's so big. As a human being, he's not supposed to move like that. I was playing in New York, right? We're up. I know he probably went out the night before, so I'm like, I'm not gonna say shit, right? I'm gonna just let this game go by. Third quarter comes and he's doing okay. They're down 6. He looks at me, he's like, okay, good game, Lil Fry. We got to win this now. And just
Lil Fry.
And it basically fucks me up for the whole quarter. There's no fouling. There's no imagine trying to foul a tree, moving like a cat, and just dunk after hook shot after dunk. It's just impossible to move a human that big and that he's mean.
It felt like the game itself hadn't caught up yet. Fouling didn't slow him. Fronting didn't work. Once he decided it was takeover time, the entire building felt it instantly. Players still talk about how fast the mood could flip. 1 second it's casual, next second it's war. A look, a few words, a switch flipped, and now the quarter belonged to him. Game plan gone. Adjustments useless. All you could do was hold your ground and pray for a whistle. And most nights, it never came.
Seen Shaq first time, dog. You ain't never seen Shaq first time. It's like seeing the alien, yo. Man, Shaq came out like, God, I kept looking up. Meanwhile, I'm 7 foot, y'all. I was like, God damn,
and
Shaq
arms like this.
Shaq like, what's up, big fella? He talk real fast and that country fella. What's up, big fella? Your mama good, everybody good, everybody good. Then he always give you that little quick hand, you good, you good. But Diesel's good people.
You were welcome to the league moment. We were like, oh crap, I'm in the NBA now. I gotta shape it up.
Oh yeah, I think. Well, every NBA player has a lot of those because you're going against the best in the world every night. My moment was actually guarding Shaq in practice, and after guarding him for 1 day, my back was completely out of joint. Gary Vitti, the head Lakers trainer, and he said I could barely walk. I could not move. And Gary Vitti said, "Hey, don't feel bad. I've seen Shaquille do this to dozens and dozens of players." I mean, it was. I could not walk for about 2 weeks. That's how bad.
Outweighed me by at least 90, 95 pounds. So for me, I don't mind. I'll bang with you a little bit. I'll bang with the big fella a little bit. But damn, the first time I actually banged with him on down low on offense and defense, I'm sitting in my locker room, right? Sitting in my locker. I got ice on my knee, ice on both my ankles, and I'm just sitting there.
And the physical cost was no joke. Ice packs everywhere, knees throbbing, backs tight, shoulders aching. Sitting in the locker room, realizing you just experienced a true welcome to the league moment. Even practice felt like playoff intensity. One session guarding him could leave your body wrecked for days, and the vets would just shake their heads and say, "Don't take it personal. He does that to everybody.
When Shaq came into the league, he had such a great passion and enthusiasm for the game. With his size and strength and mobility, it was something we really hadn't seen.
O'Neal runs the floor, takes it on.
I remember I was holding both arms, like I grabbed one whole arm, because he did. I tried to take the charge, like I'm trying to take the charge, but he ain't run, so now I gotta play defense. Yes, yes. I'm just holding one whole muscle, right? The rep ain't calling, like, rep, call it, shit, call it, like, call this, call it. And it's like Shaq and that motherfucker, like, it's just over with, God.
He really just took the league by storm, but he did it in Shaquille O'Neal style. He was just as big off the court as he was on the court. And when he went from Orlando to the Lakers, LA just loved him. There'll never be anybody like Shaquille O'Neal, ever. It won't even be close.
What truly separated Shaquille O'Neal wasn't just raw strength, it was the mindset behind it. He didn't avoid contact, he chased it. He leaned into defenders like he wanted the collision. Trying to hold your ground felt like bracing for a moving wall with sneakers.
The first time I met Shaquille O'Neal was 1990, Georgia Tech playing against LSU. And I said, what the heck is this? 7'1", 288 pounds, running the floor like he broke the hydraulics. Broke in the rim, said, whoa. Like it went down and came back up and went back down again. I was like, is he that strong?
No, I played against Patrick Ewing, who was great. David Robinson was great. Same thing with Akeem Olajuwon. I played against and with Akeem Olajuwon, but he was not the physically imposing person that Shaq is.
I remember the first time I got to play against him, Will Chamberlain was there. Will tossed the ball up. I think he had a great game against us that night. I think I got in foul trouble. Herb Williams, Charles Oakley all had to chip in, and even Anthony Mason to play him. But that's just how big and dominant he was. We threw everything at him but the kitchen sink.
Is the limit to his potential. Yeah. I mean, he's an excellent player. He's a true big...
Every single possession demanded your full focus, full balance, full heart, and even then, it still might not be enough. And it didn't stop at the hardwood. His presence traveled with him. When he switched cities, franchises didn't just improve, they transformed overnight. Ticket sales jumped, arenas got louder, expectations skyrocketed. He didn't simply join organizations, he shifted their identity. Teammates adjusted their roles, coaches adjusted their systems.
Oh, we was playing against Orlando and Shaq I was playing with Houston. Shaq was like, goddamn, he was like, you know, I think something happened and we got into it. I don't know why my little ass fucking with Shaq. You know, Shaq gonna throw my ass all over the gym if he wanted to. But we got into it and then Shaq, he said something and I was like, oh, hey big fella, what you said to me, motherfucker? And he said some shit like, oh nigga, I'll knock your ass out. I said, oh, you gonna put your hands? I said, all right, after the game, I'll tell you what, I got you. After the game, I got you. You big motherfucker, you ain't never put your hands on me. So after the game, I had that tool. I walk around outside that locker room with that goddamn tool. I had that tool walking around outside that locker room. They talking about, Max, go ahead with all that bullshit now. Go on now, that man ain't, go on, get on out of here now. Cause I had that motherfucker in my hand, I was ready. but Shaq, you know, I love you though. You know I won't, that's some story.
Oh shit, that's our shit, Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq, that's...
Center at Lower Merion was Brendan Pettit. This year it's gonna be Shaq. How's that make you feel?
Well, I don't know. See, Brendan was a lot stronger and he had a lot more post moves. But now I'm really excited to be playing with Shaquille O'Neal. You know, that's a very big step up from any center that anyone can have.
The entire culture bent around his gravity. And when players from that era reflect now, they all land on the same point. There was nobody built like him, and there won't be another built like him again. So tell me what you think. Which NBA legend or player had the wildest story in this video? Drop your pick in the comments because some of these moments were straight unreal. If you rocked with this breakdown, hit like, share it out, and subscribe so you stay locked in for what's next. More NBA awe heat, more untold stories, more legends on deck. I'll catch you in the next one.